Everyone dies sooner or later. Instead of worrying about your death, worry about your life. Take responsibility for your life while you still have it. There are so many people in this world who don't believe in you. But instead of sitting and worrying about whether or not they do, why not focus on believing in yourself? Your goal is easy for you. Your goal is natural for you. Your goal gives you energy. Your goal gives you life. Many people admire your talents and abilities, but you look at them and say, it's nothing supernatural. I'm just like this naturally. It's nothing unusual because it's just my gift. It comes easily to me. Why? Because it's my purpose. Once you find your purpose, your job is to live passionately. When you start living passionately, that's when you'll be ready to move to the next level. You determine your legacy. It's all up to you. Your legacy is in your hands as long as you can breathe, hear, and see. There's someone out there right now who is suffering. There's someone out there right now who is struggling. And there's someone out there right now who has it much harder than you do. You have the right to enjoy life, whether it's good or bad. There is nothing more magnificent than life, because if you're alive, you have the opportunity to change something, and not just change it, but develop it into something greater, develop into something more. When I think of someone living with passion, living their best life, I think of a lion who is the king of the jungle. He lives his best life. His lioness lives her best life. Why? Because every day they wake up with a purpose. Every day they wake up with passion. And they see that gazelle and chase it. Everyone dies, but not everyone truly lives. When I think of your life, I think of your legacy. There is no better example than a relay racetrack. Have you ever been on a relay racetrack? 4 athletes run a 100-meter sprint each. These athletes are stretched out and warmed up, ready to take their starting position. Then the starting shot goes off, and the first athlete takes off down the track. He runs those 100 meters as fast as he possibly can, and then he shouts stick, and his teammate begins to run. But he reaches back into the past, reaching back to history. They reach back and grab the baton and run 100 meters as hard and as fast as they can. And then they shout stick again. And then the next athlete has to reach back into his past. He has to understand who his mother was. He has to understand who his father was. He has to understand where he comes from, where she comes from. He has to go back just a little bit to understand what foundation was laid there. And when you get the baton, you don't have the right to drop it. When you get it, you don't have the right to lose it. If you drop the baton, you hurt your family. If you drop it, you hurt your legacy. You have to make a clean pass from one generation to the next. And when you get that baton in your hand, you have to run as hard as you can. My friend, if you hear my voice right now, if you see me right now, you are alive and the baton is in your hand. And one day you will have to shout stick. So you have to prepare your son. You have to prepare your daughter. But right now the baton is in your hand and you get to choose how to live. There will be so many different things that you will do, and there will be so many different things that will try to slow you down. There will be so many different challenges that you will have to face. But instead of running away from the challenge, run towards the challenge. So many people right now are very unhappy, and they will do everything possible to make you the same. Don't let suffering control the life you have. Don't let anyone tell you how to live it. No matter what is happening in your life right now, keep living. Because through that pain, you can give birth to your passion and let it pass through your soul, through your veins and your mind, and keep moving forward. My pain will always be my passion. I know I still have a life to live, and for my mother and father, I will live. For my wife and children, I will live. For those who trust and believe in me, I will live.